Growing older brings clarity in many areas of life, especially relationships. One of the most difficult experiences in later years is recognizing when someone you love may no longer feel the same. Whether it's a longtime spouse, a close companion, or someone you've shared decades with, the emotional distance can be confusing and painful. But recognizing the earliest signs of emotional withdrawal can help you face the situation with dignity, awareness, and strength. This video is designed to help seniors, older adults, and anyone over 60 recognize the subtle shifts in behavior that often signal when love is fading. These signs aren't meant to cause alarm, but to provide clarity. Because wisdom comes not just from age, but from understanding how people change. Let's explore the 5 earliest signs someone may be emotionally pulling away from you, and what they could mean. Sign number 1. The conversations become surface level. In a loving relationship, especially one that's lasted through the years, conversation is more than words. It's connection, it's laughter, it's sharing fears, memories, and small joys. But when someone starts emotionally withdrawing, you may notice that your conversations lose depth. You might hear more yes, no, and I don't know answers. Or you might find that your partner no longer asks about your day, your thoughts, or your feelings. The emotional curiosity that used to be present starts fading. For seniors, especially those who've built entire lives with their partners, this change can feel especially stark. After years of deep connection, surface-level talk can feel like a silent goodbye. Why it matters. Emotional connection is built on meaningful conversations. When those fade, it's often one of the first signs that emotional investment is fading too. Sign number 2. Affection becomes routine, or disappears altogether. Affection changes with age. We're not talking about grand romantic gestures. Sometimes affection looks like pouring a cup of tea, sitting together in silence, a gentle hand squeeze, a familiar smile. But when someone is emotionally pulling away, even these small gestures may disappear. Hugs become brief. Kisses are replaced with nods. Physical closeness feels awkward or avoided. And it's not just about age or physical limitations. It's about emotional distance. In relationships among the elderly, physical touch often carries even more emotional weight. It says, "I still see you." When that vanishes, you feel it deeply. Tip for thriving elders. Pay attention to how your partner expresses or doesn't express affection. If things feel colder without explanation, it may be emotional distance, not just routine or fatigue. Sign number 3. They seem irritated by small things. When someone no longer feels connected to a partner, little things that never used to matter suddenly seem to bother them. The way you fold the laundry, the way you stir your coffee, the way you hum a tune. You might find yourself walking on eggshells, trying not to upset them, even though you haven't changed. It's not that you've done something wrong. It's that they've emotionally checked out. And now normal behaviors feel like irritants because they're not emotionally invested anymore. Seniors, especially those who've weathered decades together, may try to excuse this change as stress or moodiness. But repeated irritation, especially over things that used to be endearing, is often a red flag that something deeper is happening. Key takeaway: when someone is falling out of love, kindness often disappears before distance sets in. Sign number 4. They prioritize time away from you. It's healthy to have space in any relationship. But if your partner seems to go out of their way to spend time away from you, or fills every moment with distractions, it may be a sign they're pulling away emotionally. This can look like staying longer at the store, spending hours watching TV or on the phone, saying, "I just need some time to think," more often than usual, choosing to sit in different rooms or go to bed at different times. It's not about needing a break. It's about avoidance. For seniors, this change can feel isolating. In the later years of life, companionship matters more than ever. When someone you love consistently chooses time away from you, the loneliness can be devastating. Wisdom point. Emotional withdrawal often shows up first in how someone chooses to spend their time. Sign number 5. They stop including you in future plans. Even in old age, we still dream, plan, and imagine what's next. Whether it's a short holiday, attending a grandchild's graduation, or simply planting the garden next spring, our minds live partially in the future. When someone loves you, you're included in those thoughts. When they're emotionally checking out, they stop imagining us and start imagining me. If your partner starts making decisions without you, or talks about their future without including you, it may be a subtle sign that they no longer see you as part of their ongoing story. This is especially important in older adulthood. After years of shared plans, a sudden shift towards solo thinking can be a heartbreaking sign that emotional separation is already underway. Reminder for the wise. The way someone talks about the future reveals a lot about where their heart is today. What you can do if you notice these signs. If this video is hitting close to home, take a deep breath. You're not alone. Many seniors go through emotional shifts in long-term relationships, but the good news is, awareness gives you power. Here are a few steps you can take. Open a calm, honest conversation. Don't accuse. Just share what you've observed. Use I statements. I've been feeling distant from you lately. Ask if something has changed. Sometimes emotional withdrawal isn't about you. It's about internal struggles, health worries, or depression, especially common in aging partners. Consider counseling or support groups. Many seniors find renewed strength by talking to others who faced similar situations. Reinvest in yourself. Whether your partner reconnects or not, your life still has value. Try something new. Join a community group, write, paint, travel, volunteer. You are still here, and that matters. Protect your emotional health. If someone no longer treats you with care, you are allowed to set boundaries and expect respect, even in old age. At Ageless and Thriving, Elderly Wisdom, we believe that emotional well-being is just as important as physical health. Seniors deserve relationships that are meaningful, respectful, and kind. As we grow older, we carry not just memories, but deep insight. And part of that insight is knowing when to fight for connection and when to acknowledge what's fading. This topic may be difficult, but facing it head-on, with compassion and clarity, is a true sign of strength. It's what wise elders do. If someone you love is pulling away, it doesn't mean you've failed. It doesn't mean you're unworthy. It means something has changed, and your job now is to decide how you respond, with wisdom, grace, and strength. Love in old age looks different. It's quieter, but it should still feel warm, still feel kind, still feel safe. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, please share it with someone who needs it. And remember, your heart still matters, your life still matters, and you are not alone.